hope everybody's doing good. I gotta get ready quickly. Of course, you'd see go pick that one. Okay, so today I am going to use the LORAC Mega 2 Pro, LORAC Pro Mega 2, whatever you want to call it. This is an older palette, but I think you can still get it, so that's why I'm using it. And even if it wasn't, I'm not here to necessarily advertise you buying something, because you probably could find similar colors in a palette that you have, or at your local drugstore if you don't have a Ulta or a Sephora close hand. But the reason I picked this is because this green right here. I'm wearing this green, and I know how you don't have to make your makeup match your clothes, but I do sometimes like to use a what am I trying to say? A accent color. I started to highlight color, accent color in a similar, if not a perfect match, because that forest green right there in the palette matches this shirt very nicely. And so it'd be just a nice little, and it goes with my color. Now here's the time that you wouldn't do that. If you're wearing hot pink and you want to put hot pink on your eyes. This hot pink is your thing, and then don't wait for a shirt. Just wear it all the time. If that works for you and your environment. Now you do have to have some sense about your environment. How y'all doing? Some good coffee. That's Tully is the brand name, and then it's the Hawaiian blend. And I love it. Okay, I'm going to use my Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet. I've been using the Vital Lumiere Aqua, but I'm going to use this. And it says shake well. I was shaking well until I got distracted. Well, telling you what the product was. Because I do want y'all to be able to see what it is that I use in case you want to get it. This color, if you think your coloring is the same as me, is 22 Beige Rose. I don't know why I had to look, which is funny because when I use the Vital Lumiere Aqua, it's 12 Beige Rose. So I don't know what the difference is. And I am going to be using this morning my Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush set. And I hope I can find everything I need. I think it's a little overwhelming, but for the price, it was a good price. It really actually was. I put on a spritzer of my Queen Amaravita, Queen of Hungary spray. But I did not use a moisturizer, and I kind of feel like it. That's not the same thing as a moisturizer, but I got to get going. Hope this matte works. We know it will. Alright, so I'm going to use a Morphe M439, and I assume because it's a buffing brush, that is the face brush. I still haven't gone, it smells good. I still haven't gone and looked it up to see what each one of these is for, but I mean, it's got to be a buffing brush. I use about that much. And I always start in the middle and go back, and then straight down in the middle, and go back and straight down, or straight forward to me. And then I come in and make sure you get the nose good, because that is the center of your face. That is what people look at. Make sure you get the end of it and under it, and the creases and the nooks and crannies. And you just want to have good coverage on your nose, y'all. And then kind of blend out the mustache and the chin while you're there. And then go ahead and kind of blend this out in circular motions, because you used a straight motion before. Again, blend back over the nose. And go on the inside of your eye jams. I should really always start on this side first, because it seems to have a little bit more wherever you start on your brush, and that side has my darker what am I calling that? Age spot. Age being proved by the fact that I couldn't even think just then. Okay. elongate your jaw and get rid of that line. Even though this is such a well matched color for me, there really is no line, but you still do it. You always do it. And then just blend brown. Part of it, blend down your neck. Part of that is just getting your brush clean, because it gets everything off your brush. There's nothing left on this brush at all. I used it all. And the brush is a good one in that it did not absorb any of the product. The brush is almost like clean. It's a good brush. Okay, I'll take back everything I ever said. I'm just kidding. Hold on a second. That makeup smells good, y'all. Let me get good by my ears. It really does. It smells delightful. Okay. Now I am going to do a little bronzer. Little bronzer. What am I going to use? Sounds like somebody's here. Even though I'm not a huge bronzer for sparkle, I'm going to use the Carly Bible, this furthest one, and I'm just going to use this E41 and just kind of dollop it around in there and tap it off, and just kind of get back here, under here, under here, under here. Not using a lot. I know this is different. Say, Beth, you don't usually use that big old bronzer brush and then do your whole face and the whole 3 thing that you're supposed to do. Sorry about that. I always do that. I hold the mirror. That's why I got this little tiny mirror, so I'd quit doing that and I'd still do it. Alright, so there was that. And then we need a kind of a little bit more of a contoured look. So we are going to take, where is it? See? You can't find anything when you got this many. There's a powder brush, which we will use. That seems to be kind of highlightish. It's an M530, but I'm still going to use this color. And just do a little bit more back here to kind of give that kind of, I have a little bit of a cheekbone look, and also to get the hairline a little better. And back here on the temples. Not the temples, this back area. This is your temple right there. So we're going to do them back here a little. And what that does when you do that coloring back in the background is it brings everything forward. So it kind of brings your face forward, if you will. Because whatever's light is what comes forward. And so I'm going to also do under the bulbous end of my nose, because I got a big nose. And I always do a little bit on the bridge for the same reason. I know that is not good makeup artistry. That's what I do. You don't have to copy me. I don't think this brush is meant for this. I'm going to have to look it up. Because I am darkening the area under my chin because it's white fat. And so it very much stands out. And this kind of makes it not stand out so much. And what I'm doing is just cutting in right here, because what that does is make you actually look like you have a neck if you have fat or age droppings, which is what is going on here. Both. Now when you do this, you don't want a line right there where I just did that, so make sure then you come past the line up and down like that, and just you blend it out down your neck. And I always go back over the fat and just kind of come like a little smiley face under here, and then I come up on my chin and blend it back down because my chin is very large. Okay. I have a little itch. Let's do a little highlighter today. Why not? I'm feeling crazy. I'm going to use this M510, and I think that actually is what this is for, but I'm going to use this kind of silvery pink color. I'm purposely doing it before my blush. This is a no-no, but I'm feeling wild today. You do a C, but for older ladies, you stay away from this area right here, come to here, because that is where your crow's feet are, and you don't want to highlight them. I don't care what anybody tells you. Now, the younger gals can make it right beside the C, right beside their eye. But whatever you highlight does what? Highlights. So you also don't want to come too far in because it'll highlight your pores. And in the front of your, right here on either side of your nose is where your pores are the, they're the most like an orange, if you want to know the truth. And then I just kind of dust across my brow there. Cupid's bow. And end of nose. And bridge. And top. of bulbous chin so that the bottom will recede more. And you can always just, for the heck of it, go ahead and, I'm going to go get that in a second. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to also, while I'm in here, I'm just going to go ahead and take this little, what is this, an M213? That is one tiny brush. And, there we go. I'm going to get the, actually that's not a good color because it's too pink. I was thinking it would be a good highlight color. Well, there, it always does better on this side. Do y'all have like an issue with a certain part of your face like that? I'll get right under the brow bone. And that's that. So that's all of that. Oh, I know what he was going to do. I just heard him coming home. So we'll probably hear him say, "Hey babe, I'm here. Just letting you know." I'll be like, "Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much." There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to use an M433. And I'm going to use this highlight color. And the top right called Porcelain. And a little bisque and a little sugar. I'm mixing today. Ooh. And I am again going to do this inner color, Porcelain, Bisque, Sugar. The Porcelain and Bisque are two matte shades, and the sugar has a little, just a tiny bit of a frost to it. And so I'm just going to kind of, you know. I know! I told my subby since I'm filming! Nothing, dear! Okay, so now I'm going to use, there really, on this palette, is not a fantastic transition color. Tawny's okay, but it's a little yellowy brown.